Right, so welcome back to another installment of Planet Arthur. So far we've looked at nature is lit and animals go in goblin mode, but today we're looking at nature is metal. And from the first post you can already tell what we're getting into. Impressive skeleton. That is terrifying. I wonder what animal that is. I'm guessing bison. It has both the tall neural spines and the head looks like a cow's skull. I'm pretty sure it's a juvenile elk. Well, whatever it is, cool skeleton, but absolutely terrifying in this setting. Also, this looks like the watchtower from that hidden Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 2. Oh my goodness, a leopard versus a sloth bear in Sri Lanka. That is a fight for the ages. I can't tell whether I like or hate seeing animals fight like this. It's so fascinating to watch, but at the same time, I feel so bad. I'm so curious which one would win in a fight as well. I'd usually back a bear, but that one is not that big. And leopards are very fast and powerful. I think I'd back the leopard here. I know tigers eat these bears, but I'm guessing a leopard would have a much harder time. I mean, to be fair, tigers are way bigger and way more powerful, but I wouldn't expect them to be known for eating something like this. But these bears are the most aggressive bears on the planet. Here's a video of one taking on a tiger. Leopards are small, slower, and weaker than tigers, so I don't think leopard stands a chance. Oh, so it's quite a matchup. Oh my goodness, the teeth of a mandrill, the world's largest extant monkey. This guy does not brush his teeth. What is it that they eat that they need fangs that big? Or maybe it's a sex selection thing, I don't know. Oh, that's cool. Charles Darwin wrote in The Descent of Man, no other member of the whole class of mammals is coloured in so extraordinary a manner as that adult male mandrill. The red coloration is created by blood vessels near the surface of the skin. To be fair, the blue and the red and then the greeny, orangey brown fur is such a cool look. Oh, they're omnivores though. The core of its diet consists of plants, of which it eats over 100 species. Why has it got massive canines then? Here we go. Canine length also correlates with dominance, and males are less likely to sire offspring when their canines are under 30mm. So it is sex selection. Oh my goodness, look at their posterior as well. Okay, that is adorable. That's the picture I wanted to see before I left this page. Wait, is Rafiki from The Lion King? He's a mandrill, no way. I love The Lion King. This was like my favourite movie growing up. And Rafiki is one of my favourite characters. I swear everyone considers him a baboon, but he's actually a mandrill. Like definitely, the blue face, the red nose. That's so interesting. He is not as scary as that, and his teeth are a lot cleaner. Alright, next are these flies mating on a carnivorous pitcher plant that will soon devour them. Oh my goodness, that is the circle of life. I wonder how it devours them. I'm guessing it releases something that attracts them inside and then just digests them. Maybe they got a thing for doing it in a risky location. My grandma hasn't opened her pool in almost 10 years. Nature has taken it back. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, life finds a way. It's a fully fledged pond now with its own little ecosystem. Frogs and dragonflies abound. That is so cool. I think this is better off in a nature is lit rather than nature is metal. This is sick. This reminds me of a trend I've been seeing on TikTok where people open natural pools in their backyards. Yeah, here, natural swimming pools. Look how nice that looks. Refreshing, aesthetically pleasing, wildlife friendly, and they're becoming fashionable. The idea behind it is simple but really clever. The objective is the same, to reduce the nutrients in the water, thus preventing algae from growing and so keeping the water clear. Some companies pump the water through shingle which acts as a filter, but others use plants to absorb nutrients.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
So yeah, they just surround their pools with plants that basically filter the water for that, so you don't need chlorine and pumps and all that kind of stuff. Prices average around 110 to 130,000 pounds though. Oh my goodness. I mean, the people doing the TikToks on them looked well off, but that is mental. All right, here, this is one I found on TikTok. This pool uses plants to filter the water instead of chlorine. And I mean, it's not like perfectly blue and clear, but it's not far off. It's like a hybrid lake / pool. It's so cool. Unfortunately, I live in an apartment in London, so I'm not getting any of these anytime soon, but if I had this garden, I would strongly consider it. My neighbours have a pool like this, mosquito central. Oh yeah, I forgot about that aspect. I mean, I'm sure there are ways of managing it if you have a natural pool, but in a stagnant one like this, no chance. Oh wow, gotta love evolution. Look at this. I'm guessing this is it's a moth of sorts that looks like two snake heads. It's an atlas moth. It's so clever, and you can see how people look at that and go, there must be some sort of intelligent process involved in evolution. But literally all you just need is one moth that is born once with wings that just slightly resemble two snake heads, or even one snake head, and it's much less likely to get eaten, so it then breeds, produces offspring that also have similar wings, and out of all of those offspring you get a bunch more moths, and some of them will have wings that look even more like snake heads, and so they're more likely to survive than the rest, and they pass it on.
Oh, get to the point, nightmare.
And so you start off with something that just looks a little bit like a snake's head and then end up with something as fine-tuned as this. And it's all just from random mutation and natural selection. That is just so cool. What the hell? Speaking of evolution, an invasive fish with the head of a snake and the ability to survive on land for several days has been detected in Missouri again. This is so cool for pretty much the exact same reason. About 370 million years ago, the first organisms went from water onto land in what's called terrestrialization. One of them, I'm sure you'll recognize, it was this guy, Tiktaalik. And this is pretty much the exact same thing happening all over again now. If you have a fish that's born with a slight ability to walk on land or just survive a little bit, and there's maybe food outside or less predators in the water, it's more likely to survive, and then that will pass on its genes to its kids, and maybe one of those kids again will have a better ability to survive on land, and so it will pass on its genes.
Oh, this again.
Yes, this again.
Until eventually you get something like this, which is a fish that can survive on land for several days. And who knows, maybe many generations down the line, this thing will be the ancestor of something that just completely lives on land. And we've got another weird thing as well. The northeast US is bracing for an invasion of giant venomous spiders with half-inch long legs that can parachute through the air. That is terrifying. I'm not even particularly scared of spiders, but if I saw that thing parachuting towards my face, oh my goodness. I would take these things every day of the week. If these were around me, I'd be like, well, fine, it's not going to catch me or bite me. These things, terrifying. And speaking of spiders, what the hell is this? Why is it blue? The fangs on this guy. I'm guessing this one isn't venomous, otherwise he wouldn't have his finger there. Okay, I was going to try and figure out what spider this was, but everyone's arguing and no one can seem to decide, so it's a cool blue spider. Ah, sea turtle versus jellyfish. I know sea turtle eat jellyfish, but I've never seen it happen before. Oh, and they actually do go for the stinging bits as well. That's so bizarre to see. I hate jellyfish. For some reason, I'm more scared when I'm in open water of touching a jellyfish than I am of seeing a shark. I have no idea why. It probably doesn't make any sense. But I watched this documentary years ago about jellyfish and how so many of them can kill you so quickly and in such horrible ways. I guess kind of like a shark, but it absolutely traumatized me. And ever since then, every single time, if I'm on a surfboard and I'm paddling, or if I'm out to sea and I'm swimming, every single second I'm going, I'm about to touch a jellyfish, aren't I? So this is kind of like therapy to me. Maybe I need to just hang out with sea turtles when I'm in the sea more often. Oh, this can't be eating it, can it? A slug eats a mouse. It's a slug eat mouse world out there. That can't be what it's doing, surely. The monster slugs from Spain that can grow up to 5 inches long have been found eating dead mice, dog mess, and even each other. Again, I both love and hate these videos because I love nature, but sometimes you find out stuff and you're like, I genuinely could have gone my entire life without knowing that. Slugs eat mice. Just bizarre. Oh, no way. I remember seeing this whole thing about orcs attacking boats.
Boy, I really orked it up this time.
And it almost being like revenge for what boats are doing to orcas. But orcas attacking boats are actually just bored teenagers having fun, experts say. That's such an interesting development. Orcas off the coast of Iberia are spending less time hunting and more time exploring new games thanks to the recent recovery of their favourite prey, Atlantic bluefin tuna. Yeah, there was a string of boat ramming incidents in southwestern Europe. How terrifying is that? At least when I'm out in the sea and I'm on a boat, I'm like, okay, nothing can get me. The jellyfish, the sharks, they're all away. But knowing that orcas were ramming boats and people were falling in the ocean and boats were sinking was terrifying. Yeah, look, 673 interactions, 6 of which caused the boats to sink. Orcas are massive and notoriously evil. That would just be terrifying. There's nothing in the behaviour of the animals that suggests they're being aggressive, thank goodness. I mean, I pray I'm never in that situation, but if I am, now I'll feel a little bit less stressed out. Just a little bit, if I can remember that is. Oh no, broken left rear leg on this deer outside my window. It's not coming to the door for help, is it? That poor thing, I hope it was helped. Oh, that is also terrifying. That is definitely metal. The shrike uses thorny branches to its advantage. That bird looks way too cute and innocent to be doing stuff like this. To fellow birds as well, not even like worms and insects. Never judge a book by its cover, apparently. Bird the Impaler. Birds swap prey mid-flight. No way. Are they swapping or are they stealing? Again, stunning birds committing evil acts. Why can't they all just eat worms? Oh damn, battle scars on a big Bengal tiger. You should have seen the other guy. Not scars yet, still just battle wounds. That looks so painful. As well, poor animals, when you see this, you're like, there's no painkillers, no antiseptic, no plasters, nothing. You just have to brave it. And also just hope you survive. Like out in the wild, not even any soap. One little infection could kill you. That is actually really sad. It's a scary world out there. Oh, this is a photo I did not need to see. Where there is a hunter, there is prey. That is just a hideous beast, isn't it? Again, there is so much beauty in nature, but there is so much ugly in it too. Whatever camera this was taken on is amazing as well. It makes it look absolutely giant. Imagine that thing like human size came at you. What would you even do? It looks so crabby as well. This poor guy, I mean, goodness knows what these things even see, but imagine looking up in your final moments and seeing this, being like, this is the thing that's going to devour me. Gotta be just one of the worst ways to go. Thankfully, I don't think insects really feel pain or fear, so swings and roundabouts. Oh my goodness, this dinosaur swooped down right next to me today for a quick lunch. Look at the shape of it, just bizarre. Goliath stick insect emerging from its old skin. Oh, you know what? I bet that feels so good. Can you imagine how satisfying it is coming out of the skin there? Got a whole new fresh outfit on, feeling fly as hell. Ready to eat some flies. Come on. Whoa, blue tree monitor looks like a mosasaur. The hell is a mosasaur? I've never even heard of that. An extinct group of large aquatic reptiles within the family Mosasauridae that lived in the late Cretaceous. Well, you learn something new every day. And this is a rare, nice image to look at. That is a lovely, nice blue colour. I mean, it looks like it's screaming for help, but other than that, compared with all the terrifying stuff we've seen today, this is quite nice. So I feel like this is a good time to end the video. So if you enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe down below so you can catch the next installment of Planet Arthur. And most importantly, thanks for watching. Bye.